Welcome back. In today's lesson, we are going to solve a geometric problem that requires the exterior angle theorem, the angle sum property of a triangle, and the base angle property of an isosceles triangle. So stay with me until the end. You're going to see how these three concepts work together to find this missing angle. In this problem, we're asked to find angle QPR. QPR. So you need to first of all identify it, and then this is angle PQR, this angle here, QPR. Having identified the angle or the missing angle, the next thing is to make use of the pieces of information given to you. You would observe that you have this mark and this mark on this side. That tells you that triangle PRS, PRS is an isosceles triangle. And so when you have an isosceles triangle, then you begin to talk about the base angles of isosceles triangle. So I would say that this angle here and this angle provided, they are the base angles of that isosceles triangle. So for instance, for the purpose of description, if I call this A, I would say that A is equals to 32 degrees. And the reason is base angles of isosceles triangle PRS. And so that's the value of A. So this is 32 degrees. Remember that this is what we're looking for, this blue angle here. This blue angle here is what we're looking for. Let me call it theta just for the purpose of description, so we can make reference to that another time. Alright, so I've got this as 32. Now I want you to focus on this triangle PQR. Look at this PQR. There is an angle that is formed here. This angle, in one of my videos, I taught you about the exterior angle to a triangle. Yeah, I told you that an exterior angle is formed when a side of a triangle is extended. So let's say I have this as a triangle. So this is a triangle. Now, when this side is extended, you have an exterior angle formed outside. And the exterior angle theorem says that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the addition of the interior opposite angles. So these two angles, you add them together, it gives you this exterior angle. So bring that idea here. This angle here is an exterior angle to triangle PRS. PRS. So this angle will be equals to 32 plus 32, and that's 64. So that angle here is 64. This is 64 degrees. I've just told you that the exterior angle of a triangle is equal to the sum of the interior opposite angles. Now another way to find this angle 64 is to first of all find this, adding up all the angles in this triangle. Sum of angles in the triangle is 180 degrees. You find this. When you find these, you can then use your angles on a straight line to find these 64 degrees. I hope you got it. Alright, my focus is to find angle theta. So let's get back to this triangle PQR. So focus on triangle PQR. PQR. I found this as 64. Also, you will notice that this mark is also found here. So I would say that triangle PQR is an isosceles triangle. And in isosceles triangles, the base angles are equal. You know what that means? It means that this angle formed on that third line, these two angles, they are equal to each other. They are base angles of isosceles triangle. So I would call these B. If this is B, then that means my B is also 64. 64. And I have same reason, but this time around, it's going to be triangle PQR. Isosceles triangle PQR, because you have to be more specific. There are two isosceles triangles here. So this is now 64 degrees. If you have not subscribed to this channel, please do that now. Follow this page, like and share. Also leave your comments. If this is helpful, just go to the comment section and say I like this. So now we want to find theta, which is angle QPR. That's what we're looking for, QPR. How do we find this theta? One way to do this is to sum up all the angles in this triangle and then you get them to 180 degrees. So I say theta plus 64 plus 64 equals to 180 degrees. And your reason will be sum of angles in a triangle. So theta will be 180 minus 64 plus 64. That should give you 128. So 180 minus 128 will give us an answer of 52 here. So theta is 52. And that's the value of angle QPR. Thank you for watching to the end. I'm going to see you in the next class.